Hello everyone and welcome to Caravan. Now, to get started, I just want to say that I did get this game through a Humble Bundle, which means that I have not really experienced much of it. I will say this though, I did try recording this earlier and it only captured the upper left corner of the entire game, so I have played the first chapter already, which kind of stinks because I wanted to just kind of share that with you as I experienced it. This game is a sort of simulator, similar to other games where you're like Oregon Trail. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Oregon Trail was very much just that, you trying to make money and trying to get from point A to point B. This has a little bit more story to it, and so I kind of wanted to share that with you. So anyway, let's jump back in. As you can see, I played about 20 minutes of this as this character named Jagger. However, we are going to just, like I said, it only recorded the top left corner. So we're going to delete this. And we're going to start right from the beginning again. And we're going to pick the same little dude. This time we're going to be named Shiloh. Because let's do this.
Prologue, Iram of the Pillars. At the beginning of our time, legends were born on the Arabian Peninsula which still live on today. One of those legends is about Iram of the Pillars and its unbelievable fate. You are the heir to the throne of Iram. Up until now, you've enjoyed a life of luxury within the palace walls, never having to work for anything or anyone. But that's all about to change.
Do I really have to, Father? We have everything we need right here in the kingdom. I'd rather stay in the garden and enjoy this beautiful day. As is our father, Aaron. Every member of our family needs to learn the foundations of trade. It's what made our city as wealthy and radiant as it is today. Leading a caravan is one of those foundations, and your mother and I think you're old enough for the responsibility. But first, I have a small task for you. I recently found this ring under the divan. Actually, funny story about that. It all began with Yusuf. Never mind. Go to the bazaar and find a merchant willing to buy it from you. Which is cool. So, I think all the tutorial stuff is still here. This is our sort of attribute page. The hero's portrait, name, profession, rank, and current experience is displayed here. Defining attributes of your hero separated into general, battle, and haggling are listed here. Artifacts from your inventory can be dropped here via drag and drop. They grant your hero passive bonuses. You can also give your hero the boot from this screen, so you can kick them out, as it were. Which I don't think you can do that with the main character, but I could be wrong. So, in terms of health, it has 135. It has about 5 water per day. Walks about 6. Can carry about 3 items. We have an okay offense at 45. Defense pretty solid. Cunning, which I don't really have a description for cunning, but it's there. I think that's just. I think when you see the fighting mechanic later on. Aggression, I'm not very super aggressive, but I'm there. Rational, very rational individual. Not super emotional, but emotional in there. Here you see your hero's skills. New skills are taught by guild masters after raising your rank. The clever use of skills can simplify your survival. Every hero can have several animals and auxiliaries depending on their rank. Animals add inventory slots and affect your caravan's speed. Auxiliaries increase your hero's health and the effectiveness of his skills. Animals and auxiliaries can be reassigned to other heroes via drag and drop. They can also be dismissed by clicking on the little icon in their portrait. So here we have my profession. I'm the heir to the throne. Basically, I'm a noble, so now I'm a caravan master. I have a skill called Preserve Water, which decreases water consumption by 5% per auxiliary. So if I use that, I'll get about a day and almost 2 days worth of a minus 5% on that. So let's check this out. You want to look at my inventory? Yep. This is the trade dialogue. It's pretty basic. I'm just going to skip the tutorial bits here. Essentially, this is how much money they have. This is kind of the expensive, like the little coins here determine what they're willing to pay, so to speak. And then this is your items on the side. You put it in the middle. You can haggle if you have the ability to haggle, but at this time, meh. Well done. Take the silver and buy 3 water skins from the merchant by the well. You will need them for your journeys through the desert. Alright. Bartel. Greetings, my fellow caravan master. Would you like to fill up your water supplies or perhaps buy some water skins? Well, we don't have any, so we need to buy 3. 1, 2, and 3. Check. Understood. Alright, so yeah, this means we have 15 water to go on our journey. So your father says, take my dromedary. It's already loaded with goods. Take it to Masha and sell the goods there, without being taken advantage of. Well, I suppose that's all that's left is for me to wish you two a pleasant journey. You two? Is someone else coming along? I know you would rather travel on your own, but your mother and I insist on my brother going with you. Okay. Oh, come on. It's been so long since I visited Masha, and I know a lot of stories I can tell you about it. Have fun. Here, with this map, we can plan our journey. Alright, so we've already gotten 50 experience points. Drachma. Got our map. So we're heading to Masha. It's gonna take us about a day and 12 hours. And since I have that skill going, we should be okay. So skills, he's got... Okay, so he's got like a combat skill. And I think this is still active, yeah? Yeah, day and 20 hours. So our skills should last the entire trip. Oh look, it's Jagger. So, anyway, underneath a lonely tree, you see an old man carving a piece of wood. He looks up and addresses you. I'll be a wanderer. Look at this fine wandering staff made. So, he was telling me that the staff would be, you know, make my journey easier. I don't feel like you need one. He's desperate for it. His wife is gonna send him packing. He's begging me, drops the price. Still don't need it. This is great. Listen, I've been standing here for hours waiting for you, and your father doesn't even pay me that well. Now just take the staff and keep your money. So basically it was a setup. Your dad put this guy out just outside the city to give you this staff. So staff does this. Okay, yeah, I don't need the tutorial, thank you. So it increases your speed by +2. So, hold up. General. There we go. So now my speed is 9, which is great. So now we've come across Shiloh. Then there's an option between a donkey and an auxiliary. Auxiliary is a person, donkey is not. Donkeys can like give you more space to carry stuff, but I don't have more stuff. And so I think the auxiliary is the better bet. So we're gonna take the auxiliary for a drachma. And then what we're gonna do is actually give him to... Can I not give him to... You can't add auxiliaries or animals to quest heroes. Oh, okay. So it's just on me. So now my water consumption is down 10%, which is cool. I think we end up with like 1 or 2 water? 1. There you go. Alright, so now our goal here is just to sell all our goods. Again, you can kind of see the trade screen. Some things are worth a lot, Some things are worth a little. You get about 12, which is great. And then we're supposed to talk to this Dorcas chick. She stares you up and down. Oh, my servant and I, he says with a wink to you, just wanted to look around the market. So I can either respond to that or just like ignore him, which is, you know, that's what I would do if I had an uncle who was calling me a servant. It seems you're ready to learn some new tricks, Yusuf. Interested in training with me? It is, yeah. We want him to train. So he is a rogue, and we train him with some money. He has a slot for an auxiliary now, and his attributes all go up by 10, which is great. Now, does that mean I can give him the auxiliary? No, still can't do that. Alright. So we need to refill our water. So now we got back to 15. And we are going to head back to Iram. You see a lone jackal off in the distance. As soon as it notices it starts running your way. Soon you see the foam dripping from its mouth and the wounds covering its body. You reach for your knife. Alright, so we have a choice here in terms of who we choose to attack the jackal. It has 100 health, 50 cunning, 50 defense, I guess. Or is this attack? Well, anyway. So Yusuf definitely has the advantage in every area, including health. So we're going to be choosing him just for that fact. You know, like I'm maybe a little bit better on the talky end, but he's definitely better on the fighting end. So it's a very rock, paper, scissors with dice. So the idea is that each red slot is the jackal's attack against me. What I can do is I can take one of these dice and add it to a different slot. As you can see, he has a 10 point. He's going to do 10 damage in this direction. I'm going to do 40 and 20, and he's not going to do any damage here. And this is a defensive maneuver, so it doesn't really do anything. So there's like a 50 and a 50. So let's take the advantage here. And he's going to take that away. Let's pop this one. Shoot, that was a bad choice. Alright. Still did 100 damage, so good to go. Terrible beast. I'm glad you're okay. Your mother would have been heartbroken. I didn't see her there. It was one of the same thing. We were looking for her in the palace this morning, but we couldn't find her anywhere. Don't worry. I'm sure she's just in her gardens. You people in your gardens, man. Gotta get out of there. Oh, my skill is usable again, so let's pop that. As you travel back to Iram, you see a frightening scene. The skies are black, but the gigantic storm seems to have gripped the whole area. You try to get through the storm, but you can barely breathe. Auxiliary Salu died, and the dromedary died. Interesting. You look around and realize you are alone. You seem to have lost sight of the others. Even though you yell against the howling of the storm, the only answer you get is a loud humming sound. So we get to keep our staff, which is nice. That man's ready again. Positive effect. I don't know what that means. Alright, so I got 100 drachma for that, and more skill points or whatever. As you enter the city, you are faced with the enormity of the disaster. The storm seems to have destroyed Aram completely. You don't see a soul, until suddenly you make out the shape of your father in front of you. You can see the whole city is just wrecked. My beloved Shiloh, thank the gods you made it here in one piece. We have to leave this place quickly. Everyone else has already fled the city. What happened? I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. Let us not waste our time. I know a caravanserai close by. Come on, hurry. Where's Mom? I don't know. She was just with me when she... I will tell you everything later. Okay? Your father hugs you, and together you flee the city. I mean, he's a good dad. He's a little bit weird. He's a good dad, you know? Anyway. So we have all this... I kind of wish we could have, I can't do anything with that well, which kind of sucks. It all works out. Promise, guys. A ghostly figure races towards you out of the storm. Eren, you fool! What have you done? The fate of the entire kingdom is on you. Father? What's going on here? What is this creature? I will try to stop the creature. Here, take your mother's charm so you will never forget us. Go now. But I have so many questions. Go away, run! And you, come here, evil demon. The charm, give it back! Merchant Eren died. Alright, so now we actually have a little we have a little too much stuff, so we're gonna get rid of them. More water skins we can carry and move on. And leave our dad to his fate. Sorry, Pox. I know it's a little disconnected, but I've kind of seen that scene before. Sorry, guys. Promise, here on out.
Chapter 1: The Kingdom of Sheba. You are the heir to the Queen of Iram of the Pillars. Once a fabled place of beauty, the city has fallen under a brutal curse. A never-ending sandstorm that has devastated everything and buried the city in the endless sands of the empty quarter. You barely escaped with your life, and now you're trying to solve the mystery that swallowed your city and your family. But traveling the deserts of ancient Arabia is both difficult and dangerous. You will need help, and a lot of silver.
Alright, and that was the prologue, so hopefully you liked it, and we will be, continuing on and going a little further the next time round, but hopefully you liked it. Hopefully this recorded okay. And I'll see you guys next time for the journey. I'm going to just show you that, not going any further. We got the experience points here. And then you're not sure how long you've been fleeing the storm when you come across a well on the wayside. Your thirst tells you that you won't be able to travel much longer without a drink. Luckily, the well has enough to refill your water skins, which we're going to do for just, 10 drachma. And that's it for the moment. So we will pick this up again next time. You guys have a wonderful weekend.